Biodynamic farming proposes a different relationship between man and nature. Farmers don't simply try to cultivate the land, they try to heal it. Ferdinand Vondrouska is a pioneer of biodynamics in British Columbia. He has practiced this kind of farming since he was a child in Switzerland. Independently wealthy, the man is dedicated to teaching and promoting biodynamics.
Chemicals are not working the way they have been working beforehand, and there needs to be a new direction. And simply waiting and saying, well, I have a good life doesn't work. I really have to do something.
Biodynamics is very similar to organic farming. However, its practices are also based on spiritual beliefs. One belief is that an exchange of energy occurs between everything on the farm and in the universe. Biodynamic farmers add energy to their soil using preparations made with animal parts and medicinal plants.
What is it?
This is an intestine.
For example, a cow's intestines are stuffed with chamomile to form a kind of sausage used to treat the soil.
That looks so gross.
In biodynamics, you add ingredients, healing plants that heal what we do. Agriculture is, by its nature, something which exploits the land. It does take away. And so we have to give something back, and we have to give back health.
Just a small one.
Okay.
For the uninitiated, this method seems odd.
When we started here, we were almost thrown out of the valley. They tried to burn down our house. They said, this is crazy. You work with intestines of cows, you do something which is against the normal mind. 505 is indeed the head, which we use.
Ferdinand teaches farmers and gardeners from as far away as Mexico. This type of farming was developed in the 20s by Austrian thinker Rudolf Steiner.
Which is kind of an auxiliary preparation.
His 9 preparations, numbered from 500 to 508, are the cornerstone of biodynamics. For a better understanding, let's look at how number 506 is made out of dandelions. In late April, Ferdinand and his small team head to the fields to pick dandelions.
In that dandelion, there are many fungi, certain enzymes, and all these what will now be coming to fruition.
Each preparation meets a specific need in the soil.
The dandelion is working with the nitrogen and with the sulfur.
The flowers are brought home. The dandelions, known for their tonic effects, are then dried for months. A biodynamic farm is generally self-sufficient. It includes animals to provide manure. In the fall, when a cow is slaughtered, parts of its body are kept for use in preparations.
This cow body, this thing.
The mesentery, a membrane supporting the intestines, is used to hold the dandelions.
And now, that is like a loaf of bread. The dandelion is a preparation of transformation. Put it onto the ground and then transform this enormous power, which is energy that is in the head of the dandelion, into rejuvenation force. Of course, in the form of an enzyme, in the form of a fungi, in the form of a mushroom. Big worm has gone down again.
The preparation remains in the ground till the spring.
There are a variety of preparations that are being put in the ground. The chamomile, the dandelion, then we have the cow horns, we have also the mesentery, and they all go through this ripening process in the fall, winter and spring.
Biodynamic farmers believe that during the 6 months in the ground, the life forces in the animal membrane and plant matter grow stronger. In the spring, the dandelion preparation is dug up.
Here, look at it. Can you see here is the mesentery very clearly surrounding, and it's very yellow, full of worms.
Inside the membrane, the dandelions are barely recognizable. They've decomposed. Most farmers don't make their own preparations. To simplify things, they buy them already made. Ferdinand, like an apothecary, measures the dose to be used.
In this cellar we prepare either shipments which go to other gardens and farms, or we also prepare for our own tests.
Preparations are added to compost. Farmers introduce them in small amounts.
Yarrow here.
Followers of biodynamics say that the preparations help with the breakdown of compost and add energy that will be transmitted to the soil.
It will now work through the compost and help to digest it. It injects, of course, thousands of new microorganisms into it.
Some preparations are diluted in large quantities of water.
That's enough for the... There it goes back again.
As in homeopathy, the curative effects are supposedly preserved despite the high dilution. Liquid preparations are sprayed directly on fields and vegetable gardens. These practices are increasingly popular. According to the certification organization Demeter International, there are over 4,000 farms certified as biodynamic in 43 countries. France has 235 such farms. Germany has 1,300. In Canada, there are 42 farmers in the Demeter program. Just as many farmers practice biodynamics without seeking certification, like Ferdinand. For followers of biodynamics, life on the farm is connected with the universe as a whole. They bear in mind how cosmic rhythms influence crops. They also farm according to a lunar calendar. Most scientists are highly critical of biodynamics.
C'est certain que ces gens-là sont convaincus. Ils ont leurs idées sont nobles, si on peut dire. La philosophie, c'est une bonne philosophie, c'est le respect de l'environnement, le respect du sol, etc. Mais les pratiques, pour nous scientifiques, sont totalement farfelues.
John Reganold, a professor of soil science at Washington State University, has researched biodynamics for 20 years. Has he found that the method produces healthy soil?
Compare it to conventional agriculture, biodynamic farmers are going to have better soil than their neighbors in most cases. They're going to have higher quality soil, more organic matter, better structure, because just like with organic farmers, they're adding organic matter to the soil.
We have put clay.
The main agricultural difference between biodynamics and organic farming is the use of preparations.
Now, quite obviously,
preparations like this one, made of oak bark fermented in an animal skull, can definitely be strange.
Now, how crazy has one to be to do this?
But has science found them to be effective?
Whether or not the preparations work we can't be conclusive. The results are mixed. Probably more studies that show there are no differences, but there still are a number of studies that show that the preparations can make a difference, sometimes with yield, sometimes with root growth, sometimes with the availability of nutrients in the soil. There's really not a case where the preparations have had a bad effect.
Surtout quand on a des idées aussi farfelues, il faudrait vraiment qu'il y ait tout un ensemble de données scientifiques qui prouvent que c'est correct. Okay? Plus, les arguments sont out of the ordinary, sont différents, plus on a besoin de preuves scientifiques pour indiquer que c'est valable.
One sector where biodynamics is gaining recognition is winemaking. More and more grape growers are embracing the movement. In this Vancouver store, over 60 different wines are labeled biodynamic. Like organic wines, they receive a price premium.
This looks good.
On his farm, Ferdinand gauges the success of biodynamics by the health of his family, his animals, and of course, his land.
With some methods you have huge crops to begin with, and then you have an end. And with biodynamics you say we don't have these huge crops, we have smaller crops, but we continue to go on and on and on.
Biodynamics is winning over converts among environmentalists. But with everything it entails, its followers must believe in the method wholeheartedly.